This is Kite Cutter TV with another presentation. We gotta talk about this. Okay, guys, first of all, I just want to say Merry Christmas to everybody out there. Hope you guys have a happy and safe holidays. This first story we get into, a Long Island father of three is at risk of deportation after spending 25 years in the United States. So basically, this guy is a taxi driver from India, and he came into the United States illegally in 1993. In 1999, he was ordered removed out of the country, but never left. So recently, ICE came through and scooped him up, and now it's a big time problem. These left-leaning people and these Democrats will always use emotions over facts. If this guy is in the country illegally, he shouldn't be here, okay? He should be deported. And I have sympathy for one of his little girls. It looks like she's handicapped, and I feel for that, but the rules are the rules. Check this out.
Everyone helping me a lot, but without him, we are nothing.
This is the agony of Sukhdev Singh's wife. Singh was taken in the early morning hours of June 8th from his new Hyde Park home on Long Island. His family woken from their sleep as ICE agents took him first to a detention facility in New Jersey, and then within 24 hours to Louisiana, Kentucky. Singh can be deported to his native India at any time.
We are dying like every single day. It's hard for everyone, not only me, for my kids.
What's ensued since that day, Rajwinder Kaur describes as a nightmare. Her husband is the family's sole breadwinner, but that's not the worst of it. The couple together are the caretakers for their 8-year-old daughter, Ashmeet.
What can I do for them? That's not their fault.
Ashmeet has cerebral palsy and completely reliant upon her parents. Just last month, adding to the family's troubles, Ashmeet was hospitalized for COVID-19. Handling her 3 children on her own, Rajwinder says, is a daily struggle. Her sister says she and the rest of the family are doing everything they can to help this family, but what they really need is her brother-in-law back home.
It's completely devastating. It broke our families.
Singh entered the United States illegally in 1993. In 1999, he was issued an order of removal, but never left for India. His family and friends maintain Singh was never in hiding and always checked in with immigration authorities under what is known as an order of supervision once a year.
He's obeyed every single condition. That's why they've allowed him to stay, which makes it all the more jarring.
A taxi driver on Long Island by trade, Singh has no criminal history, according to his attorney. He has paid his taxes every year, his wife and 3 daughters, all U.S. citizens. What they are begging for now is leniency for a man they say has done everything he can to stay in a country he loves, with a family who says their very survival depends on him remaining.
People's circumstances change over the time period that they're in the United States. Okay, in this case, this is somebody who's married to a United States citizen and has 3 U.S. citizen children. Now, there's a line for people like that.
It's not easy, but we have hope he's gonna be back. That hope we survive in 6 months.
Narmeen Chaudhry, Hicks 11 News.
Okay, this next story, we got ICE deporting 4,000 gang members. Nearly 400,000 or 64% of illegal migrants deported have criminal records. That's 64% of these illegal immigrants that have been deported have criminal records. Now, these left-leaning illegal immigration advocates will always say that illegal aliens don't commit any crimes or commit less crimes than citizens. And that to me just doesn't sound right. But check this out.
Well, the Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency has released their end-of-year report, which shows that ICE deported more than 4,000 known or suspected gang members. According to the report, 4,276 were known or suspected gang members, including 675 who were members of the brutal gang MS-13. In addition, 31 were known or suspected terrorists. Nearly 186,000 migrants in total were deported in 2020. Of that number, 64% had either criminal convictions or pending criminal charges, which comes to a number that's nearly 400,000 criminals who were deported. The agency has come under fire from activists and lawmakers during the Trump administration and has faced calls from Democrats to abolish ICE. ICE officials have pushed back, saying that sanctuary cities make it hard to protect American citizens and they allow for criminals to have a safe haven. President-elect Joe Biden promised to impose a 100-day moratorium on deportations by ICE, as well as to end President Trump's immigration policies once he takes office. As Congress battles over whether or not to give Americans more than $600 on COVID-19 relief, 15,000 illegal migrants have started to receive their pandemic relief money. Officials from the New Mexico Human Services Department said that the checks and direct deposits are being sent out and made this week. According to agency officials, the New Mexico legislators set aside $5 million to be given to people who were ineligible to get a stimulus check in April. Lawmakers in New Mexico passed a bill in November that sent out one-time payments of $1,200, similar to the checks sent out by the federal government. At the time, it was reported that illegal migrants were included in the bill. According to officials, the total amount sent out was about $194 million and came from federal funding provided to the state from the CARES Act.
My team has been working for you to get you the facts on those stimulus checks that could soon be on the way. Today we're focusing on this new online claim. Posts like this saying illegal immigrants get $1,800, you get $600. People claiming that undocumented people are getting 3 times the stimulus money as citizens. So let's verify. Our sources are the bill itself, these 2 statements from Democratic leaders and Republican leaders, the office of Senator Mark Warner of Virginia.
My name is April Walker.
My name is Julia Gillette.
And these 2 experts from the Association of International CPAs and the Migration Policy Institute, respectively. Our experts say the short answer here is no. This is false.
No unauthorized immigrants are getting stimulus checks under the new plan, and none got stimulus checks under the CARES Act.
Very basically, if you don't have a Social Security number, you're not going to get a stimulus check.
Our experts say that the confusion is likely due to a portion of the bill allowing so-called mixed-status households to receive stimulus checks. That's a family where at least one spouse is a citizen or green card holder with a Social Security number, and the other is undocumented. In the first round of stimulus checks back in March, the payment wasn't available for mixed-status families.
The new fix is that U.S. citizens or green card holders can get their stimulus payments regardless of who they married and who they filed taxes with.
That would mean that the spouse that's a citizen or green card holder with a Social Security number is entitled to $600 if their income qualifies. They'd also get an additional $600 for each dependent. So where exactly are these online posts getting that $1,800 number? Well, our experts explain that the bill will also retroactively make the citizen or green card holder in that mixed status family eligible for the $1,200 stimulus check from last March. These payments would come as tax rebates, though, not in the upcoming checks. So between these $1,200 rebates and the $600 stimulus checks, these family members could be collecting up to $1,800. But this money is not going to undocumented people, as is suggested in these online posts. With your Verify, this is Evan Kozlov.
Okay, for this last story, we got a Ban Jesus t-shirt sparks federal lawsuit against Western Michigan City. A woman serving as an election worker is suing the city of Hart, saying she was wrongfully prohibited from wearing a t-shirt stating, "My heart will trust in you, Jesus," which is basically just a Bible verse from Proverbs. Now, these people that are against this are saying that this is a political shirt, which to me, you must have no common sense to think that a Bible verse is a political statement. A Bible verse is not a political statement. It's a religious statement, okay? So for those that don't know the difference between politics and religion, you need to go back to school. Check this out.
An election worker in Oceana County has filed a federal lawsuit over a shirt. Margaret Whitman was serving as an election worker in the city of Hart on November 3rd when she was asked to remove a religious-themed shirt. The shirt stated, "My heart will trust in you, Jesus." Now, the lawsuit challenges a city policy that prohibits political speech. Whitman says, quote, "Jesus holds no political office and was not on the ballot," end quote. Whitman contends that she does not cease being a Christian when she is performing her duties as a city election worker. Hart City officials were not available for comment on the lawsuit. It was filed this week in Grand Rapids Federal Court.
Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Till next time, God bless. Peace.